Apostle Paul, Father in Taxos. There are lots and lots we can't speak about. Turkey is wonderful. You know, when we first came to Turkey, our first encounter is on this Bosphorus cruise. The cruise we have at Bosphorus is something else. In fact, everybody enjoyed that place. Though it was cold, but the cold doesn't matter to people because they have something to see and they have something to enjoy. And I want to appreciate Afrosum again for being there for us because they have taken good care of us. In fact, is I would say a good bravo.
Thank you.
Afrosum has taken good care of us. They have done wonderfully. And Ensar, my good guy. Oh, I love you, sir. I love you, sir. People have been mentioning, in fact, since we came back,
We love you
many
too.
people have been saying they want to come back to Turkey. They want to come back to Turkey. They want to come and see Turkey. They want to come and see how things are going. What we have experienced in Turkey, I tell you, sir, is something that everybody wants seeing. I would say if you have not been in Turkey, you have not yet completed your pilgrimage. Even
Great.
been to Israel, been to Ghana, anywhere, if you have not been to Turkey, you've not yet completed your pilgrimage. That's what I would say to anyone that is listening to me. Yes.
Yeah. In fact, thank you really. It's called as Second Jerusalem, right, Mr. Ensar?
Yes.
That's why I said. That is why I said
Yeah.
if you have not been to Turkey,
I
you've
mean,
not complete your pilgrimage.
Exactly.
I mean, we are
So
talking.
Turkey, if not until you get to Turkey, that it is then your pilgrimage is completed.
Great. That's
Because
right.
Turkey is like you have been, like you have seen the old. Yes, you have seen the beginning of the gospel. You have not seen the end of the gospel. If you have not been to the Turkey, yes,
Yeah.
you have not seen the end of the gospel because you cannot see Philadelphia in Israel, you cannot see Taxos in Israel, you cannot see Ephesus in Israel. You can only find all these places in Turkey. So it is only in Turkey I will tell people, but that's why I'm telling people that you complete your pilgrimage when you get to Turkey. I've been to so many places of
Great.
pilgrimage, but Turkey has made my pilgrimage to be completed, and that's all. So it's a complete pilgrimage when you get to Turkey. Mm. So, so
Very nice to hear.
it's the second Jerusalem. Second Jerusalem.
Yes,
Well,
we
Yeah.
agree
let me
now.
put it. Let me talk a little bit about Ephesus. Ephesus is the only place that you can get that close to Virgin Mary.
Yes.
You can you can see the house. She completed her life. She went up to the sky from there.
Yeah.
You also can walk on the street that where young John, in his really, really old age, he was walking around and telling everybody love and mercy. You also can see the, I'm not going to say ruins just because when we are talking about revolution churches, seven revolution churches, these are the group of people. You can see the areas that where young John, did write a letter to warn them how uh, they should stick with the Christianity. Ephesus is the only place that you can see seven sleepers that the early Christians went into sleep over 100 years, and after they did wake up, they did find it that Ephesus became Christian. By the way, when I talk about Ephesus, that was the metropole of East. It was the population of 250,000 people were living there, which was really, really populated by that time standards. So Christianity became the main religion. We've been to Virgin Mary's house together, Felicia. What you think about it?
Yes.
Did she attend with us, with Felicia? No.
Well, she's talking and he's hearing.
Yeah, only we didn't hear her.
Can we hear Felicia?
Is she there?
Sorry.
No, we
Well,
cannot
I
at the
can,
moment.
but really,
You can.
maybe you speak closer to the microphone.
Okay.
So one of the most exciting things, Father John and Mr. Ensar also, this is what I think. There are churches, very, very old and still giving services, still alive. So you experience the whole thing yourself, which is very exciting. What do you think?
Hello?
Hello, do you hear me?
Hello?
Mr. John, do you hear me?
Please, somebody.
Reverend John?
Yeah, I've been muted. I've been muted. Let somebody unmute me.
Okay, okay, Father. I was talking about the churches in Turkey, which is a Christianity heritage still. Very, very old and still giving service. So you feel the whole thing yourself, which is amazing and very impressive. This is what I wanted to ask, your experiences, your feelings about it. Because you experience many churches like this in Turkey, still alive, still giving service,
Yes, of course.
and very old.
Yeah, my experience in Turkey about these churches is something so fabulous. Like when we get to Antioch, you see the church. All these churches are very old,
Yeah.
but I tell you, the Spirit of God is still there, and the power of God are still there. In fact,
Okay.
my group was still talking about it till now, because they fetch the power of God and the Spirit of God moving there.
Yeah.
You know, for everyone that heard about Turkey in the first instance, will look at it as if, why are you going to Turkey? What are you going to do at Turkey? Turkey is a Muslim country, but when people get there, they have another version of Turkey, because they now see it that it's a different things from what they are hearing, from what they are seeing, and from what they believe. Those churches are full of the Holy Spirit. And it is
Yeah.
clearly saying that something wonderful has happened in those churches in the past. In fact, Antioch is one of the churches I can never forget the memory. And the church at Ephesus, close to close church at Tarsus, close to Apostle Paul Father's house. Remember, Ensars will get there late that day, but people still enter to pray, and it was wonderful. These churches are very wonderful. You know, it was raining that day, and we get there late, but they still open the door for us, and we enter into the church,
Yes.
and it was wonderful. We prayed there, and we felt the power of God. We felt the moving of the Holy Spirit. In fact, people watching us were asking questions. That is this Turkey? When I tell you, it is Turkey.
Yeah,
Oh,
of
it is
course.
Turkey. So,
This is why we call Turkey the cradle of civilizations. Many civilizations.
wow.
Yeah, of course. Many civilizations and all the religions living together. It's a country of tolerance and country of humanism. This is Turkey. But thank you very much, of course, for the very nice feelings.
A little bit more, Father, if you let me.
No,
Turkey, yes, it is. When you look at Bible, the we know that the Revolution churches, seven of them are in Turkey. When we are talking about the seven ecumenic council meetings, all being performed in Turkey. One is in Ephesus, two of them is today's Iznik. All of them has been performed in Turkey, and we can open it up when we are talking about Saint Nicholas, the Father Christmas. He
Yeah.
is from Turkey, just like Saint Paul.
Yes, yes.
And Turkey is the only place that you can visit his church, where he was bishop. And even
Mm.
you can, I'm sure you know the story about the socks for Christmas, but how everything started with the three daughters of the merchants that he went bankrupt. These are all possible to see in Turkey. On the other hand, the tallest mountain of Turkey is Ararat, where Noah's Ark landed on it. It's not only the New Testament, Old Testament as well. Everything is in this country.
That's right. When they dig deeper and deeper, they discover the history of human older and older. It is now 10,000 BC, and we don't know where it will go. Maybe older than that, older than that. They will discover other religious facilities. So it is really very, very exciting and very rich country. And we are very proud living here and being Turkish people.
And Mr. Ensar, don't forget the Noah's Ark.
Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget, please.
Noah's Ark.
Tell me the story.
Well, we have two mountains. That one is Judy, one is Ara, which is Mount Ararat. Both of them, it's actually hasn't been decided yet. But what we know, both mountain is in Turkey, and in Bible, what it says, Noah's Ark landed on Mount Ararat. In Turkish, we have Mount Ara, which is, we call it Ararat, but Judy is also possible. Both of them are in Turkey, and Noah's Ark landed on it. This is Old Testament. If I'm wrong, please correct me, Father.
Yeah. No, you are right.
Thank
You are
you.
right. You are
Thank
right.
you. So we can carry on. For example, we know the first record. One of the governor from Black Sea region today's, which is Pontus by that time. He writes the letter to Rome, and he says there is a religious group called themselves Christians. What are we going to do with them? That is the first recorded Christians in the history of Rome in this letter. And of course, too many saints, too many martyrs that people died for Christianity in Turkey as well. Even 20,000 in Nikah, today's Iznik, has been burnt down with the order of Roman Empire, just because, well, they just wanted to kill all the Christians. They all became the saints. Actually, we do have countless saints in Turkey, buried in Turkey, born in Turkey.
Yeah.
Another aspect that Gentile church, Paul, Saint Paul, and Barnabas, they started to make the journeys to talk people about Christianity. All these journeys started from Turkey, almost, just because they were from here. Yeah, they went down to Jerusalem as well, of course. Jerusalem is the place of Jesus. Of course, they did go down, but Turkey, you can even walk the route that they did walk together.
Yeah.
Those people.
I'm sure you both remember, because we saw it all together, the cave where Saint Peter told the believers that they will be called Christians from now on. Do you remember that? Yeah, it's Peter Cave, and he has a throne there. It was very impressive also. So Christians the first time in history called Christians in Turkey too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Christian first time for Christian in Turkey. Yeah, the first time that Christian will call Christian.
Yeah.
I think we were there, Ensars. We prayed there. We prayed in that place. We went to that place. We prayed there. To me, I want to say,
Yeah.
Yes.
can't believe what has happened and what really is going on. Not until you see it yourself. In fact, as a Christian brother, you have to see what has happened in Turkey to believe that Bible, most of the epistles happens in Turkey. From the Acts 2, most of the epistle happens in Turkey. And that is why it is very important for Christian, for anyone that is a Christian that really wants to understand what epistle is all about, to go to Turkey. When I got there, it's baffled me, and at the end of the day, some people were asking me questions. In fact, there were men of God that called me and sat me and said, look, when they were watching what we were live streaming from Turkey, they said they don't believe those houses were there. But they were there. They were there. All those things were there. Really, they were there. And thank God for Ensars. I will continue to say thank you, sir, because you are a man that make us to see all these things. You really do it. You are not just bringing us around. You make us to see what we need to see, and you
With
take us to
pleasure.
the places we really want to go. And it has been a blessing. Of the mother of Jesus, right from the center, from the room, and the water are flowing out. Those things are something that is marvelous. I'll keep saying that. So if you have not been to Turkey, you have not completed pilgrimage.
Yeah, thank you.
That's what I'll keep saying.
Yes.
This is the only place that you can drink water from St. Paul's house, where the first pilgrims were drinking
Yes.
water on the way to Jerusalem.
Yeah.
What can we say?
Mm.
So let me make a summary that every Christian from Nigeria and from Africa should come to Turkey and see it by yourself. Just
Of course.
because doesn't matter. You
Mhm.
can watch it on the movie, or you can watch it while we are talking about it. But to be here, it's different. You can feel it. You come here, you will be definitely satisfied. And let me tell you, when you come here once, you will come back, definitely. Just because in one tour it is impossible to see
Yeah.
everything.
Impossible, really. Yes.
Impossible to see.
Only St. Paul's Trail
At least I've been
takes
there
15
twice.
minutes, 15
I've not
days.
seen everything.
You know, we are very proud as Afrosum. We are very proud that we built this tourism corridor between Nigeria and Turkey, and especially in faith tourism, because when we first started digging Nigeria about tourism activities to start this tourism corridor, we didn't think about building a faith tourism line between the two countries. But after that, when we saw the faith and the Christianity, how strong it is in Nigeria, then we decided to bring our activities to Nigeria to start the faith tourism also between two countries. So we are the first, and we are still going on very successfully and very proud, because Turkey is very rich, and I agree with you, Mr. Ensar, every Christian has to experience this, because it is amazing, really. But Miss Susan, are you there?
If she's ready, she can attend with us.
I still see her house.
Susan, can you hear me? Yes,
Oh yeah,
you
we can hear you. How are you?
Just tell us about Turkey. How did you find it?
No, she.
First,
She's not on air.
let me tell people who is she.
Ah, sorry.
Miss Susan, of course, she is a great friend and sister, and she is the president of NANTA, National Association of Tourism Agencies of Nigeria. Okay, Susan, please share with us your experiences.
Hi, Miss
Hi.
Susan, good night. Sorry, she's not on air. We can keep going on about the gastronomy on the Antioch.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, Mr. John, what are you thinking about food in Turkey? Can you share your experience
in
with
Turkey?
us? Yeah. Your gastronomy and our gastronomy
in
is very different, see? But you can find a lot of
Food in
things in
Turkey are so-
Turkey. Yeah.
Okay.
Food in Turkey are so super. I don't know. Food in Turkey are so super. Most of the time, we have never regretted eating your food.
Your people
I
like
think,
a rice. Am I right? Chicken and
Very,
rice.
very good. Very, very good rice. Very good rice. In fact, there is no food in Turkey that we do not enjoy.
The
We enjoy
African
every
people
bit
are
of
afraid
it.
about the food.
I don't know whether, yeah, I don't know whether you imported those who are cooking your food from Nigeria, say, because okay, they are good, and we enjoy the food. I must tell
If
you.
you want, we can cook, you
We
know.
really enjoy the
We
food.
are
The
half
food are
Nigerian,
super.
we know your gastronomy.
yeah, we have a lot of stories.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's,
The food
our
are very good.
culture and gastronomy is very different from yours kitchen, but we know each other by day by.
Day by day, we get
Of
used
course,
to.
of course.
Yeah, it is Nigerian food also. At the beginning, was not so familiar to us, but we are getting used to it, and we find it delicious now. But Turkey is a gastronomy country also. Yeah.
We need sushi and white soup.
There are still some foods I couldn't get used to, especially soups.
Which one?
Some soups, I don't know the names now, yes, soups with vegetables, something like that. But there are also very, very delicious food. Very delicious food, especially with rice. You do a lot of things with rice which we don't do in Turkey. And very, very delicious fish you have. We love Nigeria, you know this. It's a very, very, very nice country.
You know, one thing about Ensar, I don't know, he picked some places that their food are special for us.
Like
I
what?
don't know how you manage to get to those places. I mean, Ensar, he knows some places where their food are so special. So he just take us to the place and we have a nice.
Oh yeah, in Turkey.
So
He knows the best places. Yes.
One thing I have to admit, to find bad food in Turkey, it's not easy. Just keep it in your mind.
But you do. But you do.
Thank you. I love my food, as you can see.
We love too.
Yeah.
And Mr. Ensar, can you explain our tour route? And we are missing on the Cappadocia, the amazing Cappadocia. Who is telling about
We
Cappadocia?
didn't talk about it really.
Oh,
Which is the most famous in Nigeria.
The whole world knows wonders of Cappadocia.
Cappadocia is really, really important for Christians, just because, as you know, the early Christians, they were hiding. They were hiding from Romans, just because when Romans started to see the increase of Christianity, they started to kill the Christians. That's why you can see underground cities in Cappadocia.
Yes.
We did?
3 years
Okay.
ago.
So they were just hiding themselves from Roman soldiers. Really, really interesting buildings. Actually, you have to go down, and they fixed everything. Their food, their cooking, animals. Even they did bring their animals down there.
It's incredible. How did they that?
And Cappadocia is also the first known monastery that, like, educating people for Christianity, has been settled by Pias. You can see the ancient churches. Actually, they are a bit different than today's churches, just because more like they are family churches, so small, but thousands of them everywhere. So Cappadocia, really, really interesting place for Christians. Sure. I have to add one more thing, which is Göbekli Tepe, south east. It is really close to the born place of Prophet Abraham. And it is the oldest temple of the world at the moment, 12,000 years old. And they are talking about Garden of Eden from Bible. Has to be next to it. That's what they are talking about. It's the hotspot of the archaeology at the moment. Whole world is talking about it. That's another place that we have.
They're still digging the site.
To see.
We don't know what they will discover slowly, but they will discover a lot of things. This is what they think. Archaeologists are thinking this way. They will discover there are many things to be discovered in the same area for the human history. And also we should not forget the hot air balloons and fairy chimneys in Cappadocia. We forgot to mention about this, which all the world has fallen in love with it, and we are too.
That's true. It is-
Sorry, come back to Göbekli Tepe. Sorry.
Sorry, I got a little bit flu. Sorry to everybody
Get well soon.
who is watching us. And yes, Göbekli Tepe is really interesting just because what we know about it 12,000 years ago.
At the moment, it is 0 kilometer of the human history. At the moment, the oldest known. Okay.
Take a few minutes. Mr. Ensar. Yeah. It's break time.
Okay. We'll come back in a few minutes.
TRNET TV, Türkiye'nin en sosyal televizyon kanalı. TRNET TV, Türkiye'nin en sosyal televizyon kanalı. TRNET TV.
Telefon nerede?
TRNET TV, Türkiye'nin en sosyal televizyon kanalı. TRNET TV, Türkiye'nin en sosyal televizyon kanalı. TRNET TV, Türkiye'nin en sosyal televizyon kanalı.
So we are back again. I hope you are feeling well, better. Okay. So we are still waiting for Mrs. Susan, NANTA president, and we are still waiting for Miss Felicia, also one of our sisters and good agents. And we are listening to you, Mr. Ensar.
While we are waiting for them, let
Yeah.
me give you a little bit more information about Turkey.
Okay.
In Turkey, the first god was female. We call it First Lady. Kibele, Sibele, Saibel, these are the names. They got the names in many nations. We call them the four ladies of Anatolia. Kibele, Aphrodite, Artemis, and Virgin Mary. They just followed each other. The last two is really, really important just because both of them were in Ephesus. They were so similar. And when Ephesians realized Artemis became the goddess of the rich one, they were just looking for something to replace it. That's why Virgin Mary was the main figure there. Even the Ecumenic Council meeting, they seriously discussed if Virgin Mary was the mother of God or mother of human Jesus. Eventually, they decided Virgin Mary was the carrier of God. They just did find somewhere in the middle. That's why so much important for all Christians to come and see it.
I mean, it is countless, really. We have Troy.
Yeah.
We have
Soraya,
many sites from the Greek mythology.
Yeah.
We have the temple of Athena. I mean, it is countless, really.
Laodicea.
If you start making a
Pergamon.
list, it is thousands, maybe. Which all of them worth it to see.
We do have roughly 33,000 ruins, the cities.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
1,000 is visible, the rest are buried,
Okay.
and between them, 700 of them open for visitors.
Wow. It is really
So,
rich.
if you think today's Turkey, we do have 37,000 villages. Almost every single village do have ancient background.
Yeah, that's right.
So it is just like we've seen it with you. I call it like birthday cake. Deeper you go, older it gets. With Hagia Sophia, we saw it, Father, together at the entrance. We did see the second Hagia Sophia, and the third Hagia Sophia was built over it. It is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. You all have to come and see it.
Father John, in almost every family, they have a history of their grandfather, their ancestors or grandfathers only. When they start building a house, they come across with an ancient piece. And then they straight away, the state comes, of course, close the site and say, oh, no, no, sorry, you cannot enter because it is this site or that site. Every family has this story. And recently, Soraya's family also faced with the same thing.
Yes.
They knocked their door one day. Yes, the officials knocked their door one day. They said, oh, you sold this house, but how you sold without asking us? Because there are ruins under this house. So how you sold it?
Yes,
very
long
surprise
now,
for
yes,
them.
my family.
Every family has such stories. So it is a very rich land, it's very rich. I mean, wherever you dig, you find something. It's really amazing.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, my country is rich.
Yes.
Is rich.
And
When we are talking about, for example, this is the place the first beauty contest happened
Yes.
between the gods.
yes.
This is the first place. This is the first place humankind made the money coin. We've been there together, Father, which was one of the 7 churches as well.
Yes.
This is also the first place of wine. Human invented wine in this land. This is also the first place of Europe that the ladies had right to be selected. Not for the world for
Yes.
New Zealand.
Wow. Wow.
That's true.
It is,
And also,
it is
of course,
mixture-
yeah. Sorry.
it is between Asia, Europe, and even if I push the Middle East, but Africa as well. In the middle of all these continents,
Yes.
it's a mixture of the cultures, of the food. Everybody has to go through Turkey, like every Christian Nigerians. You'll be welcome to Turkey.
And also,
Turkey.
of course, we should not forget to mention that from the not only the faith tourism, but the tourism in general, Turkey is a heaven too. We have Antalya, a city by itself. She knows better than me, of course.
My favorite city, yes.
By itself receives 25 million tourists each year, around 25 million.
Only one city.
Only one city, yes, but it is a tourism destination. I mean, it is a tourism city with around 2,000 resorts, and each resort's around 2,000 beds. So we have many things to offer in tourism generally also, other than the faith tourism. So
We also
people
do
also
have
come
really,
to Turkey.
we also do have really special offers as well.
Yeah.
Turkey is the place that you can do grass skiing or heli ski. That you go up the mountain with a helicopter, you just jump out and ski down. That happens in my hometown in Rize. But ranging from the ski resort to sea resort, everything and anything
Yeah.
is available in Turkey.
When you mention the Rize, we can talk about the Sumela.
Yeah. Also.
This is the point, this is the time, yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
The monastery
That's wonderful.
is in a natural cave in the mountain,
Yeah.
and there is a black Madonna fresco got lost in Greece, and they couldn't find it. they did find that Black Madonna fresco in that cave. Soon after, they built the church and they built the monastery. It is amazing just because when I was young, there was no road was going up. You had to get the path
Yes.
like old Christians used to take. That was one
Yeah.
of the pilgrim place for the area that every Christian had to go there.
It's very
Among
difficult,
the
very narrow. You have to climb, and like a goat, you have to climb like that. It's
And
Yeah. Yeah.
but you have to transfer in the small vehicle, and even the jokes are really interesting in that place just because road is so narrow that everybody gets scared when two minibuses gets head to head, and they ask, "What are we going to do? How we are crossing?"
Yeah.
And the driver says, "We just two each other in the bus."
It's like scary movie.
So
Yeah.
it is an amazing place. Nature is great, and for example, as a tour guide, what I can tell you, you have to visit that place in the morning. In afternoon, always it's in the cloud that you cannot see it
Yeah.
from down. You cannot see anything from there.
Yes.
Really nice place and almost next to my hometown.
so.
Father John did not visit the Sumela. Am I right?
Yeah.
Father John? No? Did he visit? Okay, next time on June.
Next time you
yeah,
have
You should really.
as soon as possible. And I remember,
Ensar will take
Yes.
you there next week.
What we do have Ahtamar, and I.
yeah,
What? So,
It was
excuse
the
me.
Akdamar Church.
Headquarters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ahtamar is the headquarter, used to be headquarter of Armenian
Yeah.
church. And the buildings are amazing just because Armenians are really good at building. You go a little bit north, really close to Mount Agra, Mount Ararat, we have Ani. Once around 12th century, they were comparing Ani with Constantinopolis. It was on the Silk Road, beautiful like a peninsula. Both sides a river goes, and at the edge, all these churches. An amazing place. They have a cathedral that even the size of the cathedral quite good size, even compared to today's cathedrals. It's quite good, big size cathedral is over there. Too many things. Hopefully, we will see everything together, Mr. John.
Susan, because I saw her. Susan, are you there? Oh, you are. Are you hearing her?
I can hear her.
Yeah, we can hear her very clearly.
Miss Susan, can you check your phone screen?
Ya siz niye Susan'ı taktınız ya? Bir geçin onu.
Okay, if a group has only 6 days in Turkey for holiday, for Christian pilgrimage, what did you suggestion, Father John and Ensar?
6 days,
Yes,
not enough.
I know very well, but if we have to choose only one trip, which one is best for them?
Well, I mean, Ephesus, definitely. We have to see Constantinopolis, today's Istanbul, we have to. Just because when we are talking about Christianity, we shouldn't forget about Constantine the Great.
Yeah.
Basically, Constantine the Great made it the religion of the empire. And
Ephesus
seven-
close to Virgin Mary. Together we
that's
are
one
mentioned
thing.
there.
Another thing that Ephesus is mentioned on the seven churches.
Yeah.
Ephesus is also the place of Paul. He lived there a couple of years. He talked to people. That is the only place that you can go and you have to use your imagination, but he was on the stage and talking to people about Christianity. In ancient time, the theaters were that day's social media, that everybody were free to go on the stage and talk to people. But more he talked, less Artemis statue people started to sell. That's why one of the silversmith just propagate people and they just attacked Paul. And later on, that's the only place that, well, John is buried there, young John. Ephesus has to be. The seven churches,
Second,
Cappadocia, Antioch.
third, fourth.
Look, still my first time.
It's like a Soraya
We're
Rush
just going to the
programs.
second one.
How can I then catch these programs? Only in 6 days?
Well, actually-
Okay, I agree with you
actually-
now. They need only minimum 10 days now. Yeah.
Or you have to cut like the first half to pilgrim tour this time, the second one is this time.
Can I ask my boss that with 10 days, can somebody be able to cover the whole site? Within 10 days, can the whole site be covered? Answers. Yeah.
Sounds better, Father.
Yeah.
But
We can't cover it.
still hidden places will be. But 10 days is okay. 10 days, then we have to arrange the private, like special tours for hidden parts later on.
Okay.
Whoever likes to come
Within-
back to see
Within
more
the 10
detail.
days.
10
So what
days
is the
okay.
ideal period? 19 days? 15 days?
Well, if you ask me, even I can make it 1 month, no problem.
So Father John, we are waiting for you for 1 month next time. Not less than that.
You have to learn every places. What did you do?
Okay, so Father John, thank you very much joining us tonight. We are very pleased talking with you again and again, every time. So thank you for being with us and backing us every time and being a Turkey lover like us ourselves. Mr. Ensar, like always, it's very nice to see you. Hope you will be with us also the next time. Thank you very much for tonight.
Try my best.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
We will see you
Bye.
in next programs.
Bye.
Thank you. See you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Good
Bye-bye.
night. Bye bye.
I love you, Father.
Yeah.
We love you too.
Answers. Love you. God bless you.
Next program.
Kapattın? Ah, tamam. Niye sesler?
TRNET TV, Türkiye'nin en sosyal televizyon kanalı.